What race do you identify as?
Do I look at the camera?
If you want to.
Okay. I'm American. No. That's not right. If people ask me what my race is, I say I'm Filipino.
Half black and half Okinawan.
I'm a Mexican American.
As a Pakistani American.
I would identify myself as an Armenian.
If someone asked me, I would say I'm half Italian, half Icelandic.
Being Armenian is a big part of my life, you know what I'm saying? Like, every action I make, everything I do, like, is what I feel like the typical Armenian way. I follow the typical Armenian way.
Grandma has taught me this about the black cultures, as such as like going to a gospel church, and then my Okinawan side I have like all these festivals every year, and then I even go back to visit, and then they celebrate these types of ways. So it's like I hold on to both.
The things that I value are very traditional Filipino, and I take pride in, especially like with the events that are happening right now in the Philippines. It makes me, it makes me feel proud to be Filipino.
On my Mexican side, I do take pride in the Mexican side. I celebrate like the culture, like a Mexico plays soccer games. I'll be watching them.
All of my extended family is from Kansas, and whenever we go back, I have like 30 cousins. My mom has 7 brothers and sisters, so it's like my big fat Italian wedding.
Everyone in my family's Pakistani. Like no one married outside of our culture and our ethnicity. So that's all I've been surrounded by. So I feel like anytime we get together, it's so powerful, and we're so like connected just because we're so like proud of being Pakistani American.
No. I mean, we got our associations and organizations and fraternities, so one fraternity, one sorority, But yeah.
Really, being an engineering major and being a blonde white girl, I get a lot of weird looks when I walk into my classes, and I have gotten comments about, oh, you're just a dumb blonde in engineering. So that's not really cool, but
There are like Filipino clubs, and that's a big thing here. I'm not actually part of it, but I think if I were, then I would feel like it is represented, but since I'm kind of outside of that group.
Here, I came to UCI, right? I mean, there is Mexicans here, but like the dominant race is Asian, right?
There is a lack of it, but I hate saying that because I could be making a difference. I could be, standing up for my culture and my ethnicity and Pakistanis in general, and just, starting something bigger on campus, but I'm not, and I'm kind of doing what everyone else is doing, just standing in the sidelines and just waiting for someone else to take charge and representing our people.
Where I go, it's like, it's not represented at all. Like, you don't see many people who are half black, half Okinawan, so it's like, anywhere I go, I have to face those like differences. But yeah, UCI, there's like, I guarantee you, like half or maybe even 80% of the people don't even know what Okinawan is.
Obviously not, because it's like it's so different here. Like
Definitely, because I came from high school. Since preschool, I went to the same school, which was a private Armenian school in Canova Park, where pretty much everyone was Armenian. Was pretty much Armenian, and when I came here, I was known as an Armenian guy.
I've come to realize that being here, I have no Pakistani friends, and at home, I feel like that's what I'm so comfortable with, and I appreciate it so much more coming here because I don't even have it here.
When I'm here at UCI, it's like oh, you're black and Japanese, so it's like there's not that many black people here, so they'd more like talk about my black side as opposed to my Okinawan side. Mm-hmm. At UCI, they obviously just say, oh, there goes that black kid, like mixed race, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Feel kind of like a minority here, which is kind of strange, but yeah.
So I'm more comfortable, I guess, there, just because the people around me look like me. It's what I know, you know. When I come here, I think I'm a little bit more quiet about it, about being Filipino. I don't know.
I feel like people just look at me like a white girl. Like people in my classes actually started talking to me and realizing that I'm not some dumb blonde. Mm-hmm. They started treating me like I'm just a normal person, but I think definitely upon first impression, it's kind of strange for them to see a blonde white girl in engineering.
Yes, just because I don't hang around Pakistanis and you know, people are like, oh, I didn't even know you're Pakistani, like, you don't even, like, they say you don't act like it. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, for sure. I think because I don't look very, whatever typically Filipino is, I think people make assumptions about my race and, like, I just assume that I'm Asian, especially at this school, like, where the majority is Asian. I just fall into this very broad general category of Asian that kind of takes away my Filipino-ness, you know? I just become Asian.
Yeah. Like, what are you? Like, that's probably the question ever. Like, nobody can ever pinpoint that until, like, they'll probably say black and Asian, but they'll never know what Okinawan is. So.
I just feel like when you think of Hispanics and when people like see a brown person, they automatically think you're Mexican. So for me, I guess that's a good thing.
I hope not. I mean, I haven't noticed anything personally, but they expect more in a way. I don't know. It's cool. I mean, it's an automatic bond. You know, we have that background, everything we do, weddings, just everything.
First, I didn't feel like I was the only Pakistani standing in the room. I'd probably take that over this.
Well, personally, I just take stuff like that as a challenge. Like, if people view me as a dumb blonde white girl, then I take that as a challenge to prove them wrong. But I know that there definitely are people here who feel like they would be more comfortable in a different environment.
People who ask that and say that have a really narrow view of like what, you know, Filipino people should look like.
And then even if somebody were to ask me like, oh, you're Okinawan, like I'm Okinawan too, like it would instantly like click. Just
where I'm comfortable where I am right now.
I do kind of have a disconnect with it because all of my family who like still maintains that culture is in Kansas, but I'm proud of it.
I'm proud to be Mexican.
It's nice to be known as what you really are, so I would say like you're better at home where they get it right and know what I am.
You could tell me like whatever you want about the stereotypical ways, but I'm pride myself on being black and Okinawan.
I am proud of it and who I am.
Yes. I'm very proud to be Armenian and proud to say that I'm Armenian. No matter who's asking.